Sir, ma'am, don't you skip this video. I'm about to tell you how I discovered my emotional timeline and led me to write the book, How to Heal Your Emotional Timeline. The year was 2012. The guy that you see right now was not who I was then. At one time, before 2012, I was weighing about 175, 10% body fat. All of a sudden, something snapped. I'm in a toxic marriage. I am suffering from my dreams, my hopes, lack of validation, lack of support, a bunch of just stress that sent me to a lonely place. I developed hypothyroidism. Before I know it, I'm 175 buffed, ripped to 135 pounds, and I thought I was gonna die. Family, friends, so-called, put it in my head that I should go to the doctor and take a medicine that will destroy my thyroid and leave me on thyroid medication for the rest of my life. Well, me being the a-hole, butthole that I am, I refused. And I suffered. I still had to work, still had to pay my bills, house note, all these things. My brother came to Moreno Valley, California. He was doing some business over in Orange County, so he came by to see how I was doing. And I could tell by the way he looked at me that, wow, he knew that I was sick and thought his little brother was going to die. Felt like death. Maybe smelled like death. And he motivated me to take the medicine to destroy my thyroid. I pushed back. You know, I could tell by his demeanor and his face that he wasn't happy with the pushback. But him being a common guy, you know, studying theologian, he's a preacher now. Hours later, he called me to the kitchen table. He had a pen in his hand, a piece of paper. He wrote a timeline. He started at that timeline, and he started with my mother and my father. I was the twin. Seems around 1977, 78, my twin sister passed away in the crib. My dad was there. What he was doing, I don't know. Was he watching the kids? I don't know. But it made a trauma in the family. Also on that timeline, he put my mother there. To this day, my mother has no idea who her father is. There's a side of me I do not know. She does not know. There was a trauma in her. He moved on down through the timeline from the times when I was younger. My daddy used to leave home, go off for days. I used to cry. I don't remember this, but wondering when daddy was going to come back. He circled the timeline when I was 8. He was 12. Me, my brother, my mother, my father, sit down, had dinner. Daddy went to work the next day, never came back. He wrote down all the times that my dad missed my football games, my baseball games. I'm all conference in high school football. Daddy wasn't there. Missed my graduation when I got married. All my major events. It went on and went on and went on. Conversation stopped. It hit me. I seen it. From that day and every day, I can close my eyes and walk back through my whole entire childhood. Everybody did me wrong. Every time I got picked at for being a fat kid, when I turned into the bully, every failure, every success that was not celebrated and validated. I did not have my first birthday party until I was 40 years old. So it made emotional traumas. What I learned, everything leading up before that conversation with my brother, was the very reason my cardiovascular system shut down. My nervous system was shutting down. My hormonal system had shut down. I had shut down. Marriage had shut down. Everything was shutting down. It took 3 years of suffering, embarrassment, people looking at me like, wow, does he have the HIV? No, I didn't. 2015, I said to myself, I looked in the mirror, been doing the work for 3 years, talking to myself. I said, I'm not going to be sick anymore. But damn it, something funny happened. The next 2 years, I stopped being sick. It would come back here and there. By 2018, starting to get back on my game. 2019, I wrote my first movie, Justice Through Redemption. No support from my family, friends. I remember starting a GoFundMe, posted it, asked them in the inbox, every family member, all I need you to do is just share this for me. Not one person responded to me. Not even my brothers then. 2020, I got a little setback, worst embarrassment in my life. People from all around the country came. I didn't have no damn money. I didn't even have a damn job to come be in my movie. But it happened. 2021, got back on my game. Month by month, I get stronger and stronger and stronger to flash forward to 2026. I'm 50, July 23rd. Don't look 50, don't feel 50. Right back where I started because I did the work. I'm right back where I started. 170 pounds, 10% body fat, and jacked. All because I was willing to go through the pain. Now, I didn't tell you that story to impress you, but to impress upon you that I am not special. That I'm not special. Perhaps you have more family support. Perhaps you have more friends. Perhaps people care just more about you than me, and you don't have to go down such a dark, dark road. But I'm telling you that it is absolutely doable. I'm telling you that you have an emotional timeline. In your mind's eye, you need to go back in time and forgive yourself for every time you blamed yourself for things that was out of your control. I'm telling you, you have an emotional timeline. Them damn traumas will catch up with you. It will make you broke, busted, disgusted, sick, and it will possibly take you out of here. You have an emotional timeline. All those traumas, all your failures, all your regrets, they will sit in your subconscious and will come out through your health. Do not go down the road that I went through and have to suffer all the years that I had to suffer because I was prideful, because I didn't want to admit that I was weak. Les Brown, who you hear me quote all the time, Les Brown says we don't ask for help because we're weak. We ask for help because we want to remain strong. I should have asked for help a long time ago. I should have asked help from myself. I should have asked help from those that were in circles that I was in, but I didn't, and I had to suffer a long, long time. Perhaps you may not be as lucky as I am. I made friends with alone. I found solitude to be a gift. It revealed those that were snaking me, deceiving me, playing with my emotions, like Big Worm said, and I came out better. But you may not be as lucky as me, but I can tell you this, I am not special. So if I can do it, you can do it, and perhaps you have better tools than I had to achieve it. Remember these two things before I end this. Number one, you have an emotional timeline. If you can see it in your mind's eye, go back and travel it. Forgive yourself first and foremost for all those hurts and pains. Forgive those that did it to you. I know it's a hard thing to do, but you're going to feel better and become content with your lot in life. You will be on the road to emotional recovery. You will be on the road to better health. You will be on the road to living the life, the great life that you deserve. And number two, as always, you just been on Project Expertise. I'm the project. I just gave you the expertise, and do with it as you will. Be productive, be happy. You're more than enough. You are worthy. And that's all you need to know.